Namaste, Dandavat Pranam. By the instruction and guidance of our spiritual master on Vishnupad, Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, we are here reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And following, so we're actually also paying our humble Dandavat Pranam to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada for providing us this wonderful commentary and translation of Bhagavatam. And following the guidance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, we are also praying to Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati has told us that unless we can understand something about Radharani through our study of Bhagavatam, then our study has been for waste. Yadi sevā-vañcitāḥ yasyāḥ kṛpayā vayaṃ labhema sarvaṃ prāpnumaḥ prayojanaṃ dhāmni śrī-bhagavat pade Kṛṣṇa-sambandhi sarvaṃ ca Yadi na jānīmahe tam Aṣṭādaśasu sahasreṣu ślokānāṃ bhāgavat-oktiṣu Rādhārānīṃ na vindāmaḥ tadā nishphalam bhagavat adhyayanam radhikaya kripam vina vyartasyat sarva-pariśramaḥ. If we are cheated out of serving that personality whose mercy awards us everything we need, including residence in the Lord's holy Dham and all things connected to Krishna, and if we cannot understand or discover Rādhārānī within the 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, then our study of Srimad Bhagavatam has been pointless. Without the mercy of Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī, all of our efforts are in vain. So we are continuing our reading today from Canto 5, Chapter 14, Text 42. Tasyedam upagayanti arshabasyeha rajarser manasapi mahatmana nanuvartmarhati nupo makshikeva garutmata. Having summarized the teachings of Jadabharata, Shukadev Goswami said, "My dear King Parikshit, the path indicated by Jadabharata is like the path followed by Garuda, the carrier of the Lord. And ordinary kings are just like flies. Flies cannot follow the path of Garuda, and to date none of the great kings and victorious leaders could follow this path of devotional service, not even mentally." Purport. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.3, Manusyanam sahasreṣu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvata. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. The path of devotional service is very difficult, even for great kings who have conquered many enemies. Although these kings were victorious on the battlefield, they could not conquer the bodily conception. There are many big leaders, yogis, swamis, and so-called incarnations who are very much addicted to mental speculation, and who advertise themselves as perfect personalities, but they are ultimately not successful. The path of devotional service is undoubtedly very difficult to follow, but it becomes very easy if the candidate actually wants to follow the path of the Mahajan. In this age there is the path of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared to deliver all fallen souls. This path is so simple and easy that everyone can take to it by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Haranam, 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 Eva Kevalam. Kalo Nasteva 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 Gatir Anyata. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 17.21. We are very satisfied that this path is being opened by this Krishna consciousness movement because so many European and American boys and girls are taking this philosophy seriously and gradually attaining perfection. Text 43. Yodustya Jandara Sutan Surid Rajam Hridi Sprisha Jahoyu Vaiva Malavad Uttama Shloka Lalasa. While in the prime of life, the great Maharaj Bharata gave up everything because he was fond of serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Uttama Shloka. He gave up his beautiful wife, nice children, great friends, and an enormous empire. Although these things were very difficult to give up, Maharaj Bharata was so exalted that he gave them up just as one gives up stool after evacuating. Such was the greatness of His Majesty. Purport. The name of God is Krishna because He is so attractive that the pure devotee can give up everything within this material world on his behalf. Maharaj Bharata was an ideal king, instructor, and emperor of the world. He possessed all the opulences of the material world, but Krishna is so attractive that he attracted Maharaj Bharata from all his material possessions. Yet somehow or other the king became affectionate to a little deer and, falling from his position, had to accept the body of a deer in his next life. Due to Krishna's great mercy upon him, he could not forget his position, and he could understand how he had fallen. Therefore, in the next life, as Jada Bharata, Maharaj Bharata was careful not to spoil his energy, and therefore he presented himself as a deaf and dumb person. In this way, he could concentrate on his devotional service. We have to learn from the great King Bharata how to become cautious and cultivating Krishna consciousness. A little inattention will retard our devotional service for the time being. Yet any service rendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is never lost. Svāpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Bhagavad Gita 2.40. A little devotional service rendered sincerely is a permanent asset. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.17, Tyaktva svadharmam charanam bhujam harer bhajan apakvota patet tato yadi yatrakva vabdram abud amusya kim kovarta apto bhajatam svadharmata. Somehow or other, if one is attracted to Krishna, whatever he does in devotional service is a permanent asset. Even if one falls down due to immaturity or bad association, his devotional assets are never lost. There are many examples of this: Ajamila, Maharaj Bharata, and many others. This Krishna consciousness movement is giving everyone a chance to engage in devotional service for at least some time. A little service will give one an impetus to advance and thus make one's life successful. In this verse, the Lord is described as Uttama Shloka. Uttama means the best, and Shloka means reputation. Lord Krishna is full in 6 opulences, one of which is reputation. Aishvaryasya, samagrasya, viryasya, yasa shriyaha. Krishna's reputation is still expanding. We are spreading the glories of Krishna by pushing forward this Krishna consciousness movement. Krishna's reputation 5,000 years ago, after the battle of Kurukshetra, is still expanding throughout the world. Every important individual within this world must have heard of Krishna, especially at the present moment, due to the Krishna consciousness movement. Even people who do not like us and want to suppress the movement are also somehow or other chanting Hare Krishna. They say the Hare Krishna people should be chastised. Such foolish people do not realize that the true value of this movement, but the mere fact that they want to criticize it gives them a chance to chant Hare Krishna, and this is its success. Dandavat Pranam Tulsi Maharani.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Text 44. Yodus jajan kshiti sutas vajan nartadaran pratyam shriyam suravarai sadayav lokam Naichanrapas tad uchitam mahatamadhudvit Sivanuraktamanasam abhavopi falgu. Shukadev Goswami continued, My dear king, the activities of Maharaj Bharata Maharaj are wonderful. He gave up everything difficult for others to give up. He gave up his kingdom, his wife, and his family. His opulence was so great that even the demigods envied it. Yet he gave it up. It was quite befitting a great personality like him to be a great devotee. He could renounce everything because he was so attracted to the beauty, opulence, reputation, knowledge, strength, and renunciation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Krishna is so attractive that one can give up all desirable things for his sake. Indeed, even liberation is considered insignificant for those whose minds are attracted to the loving service of the Lord. Purport. This verse confirms Krishna's all-attractiveness. Maharaj Bharata was so attracted to Krishna that he gave up all his material possessions. Generally, materialistic people are attracted by such possessions. Ato grihak chetra sutaptavitair janasya mohayam ahammameti. Bhagavatam 5.14.42. One becomes attracted to his body, home, property, children, relatives, and wealth. In this way, one increases life's illusions and thinks in terms of I and mine. The attraction for material things is certainly due to illusion. There is no value in attraction to material things, for the conditioned soul is diverted by them. One's life is successful if he is absorbed in the attraction of Krishna's strength, beauty, and pastimes, as described in 10th Canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The Mayavadis are attracted to merging into the existence of the Lord, but Krishna is more attractive than the desire to merge. The word abhavaha means not to take birth again in this material world. A devotee doesn't care whether he is going to be reborn or not. He is simply satisfied with the Lord's service in any condition. That is real mukti. Iha yasyāḥ harer dasye karmana manasa gira nikhilasvapi avastāsu jivan mukta sa uchate. One who acts to serve Krishna with his body, mind, intelligence, and words is a liberated person, even within this material world. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.187. A person who always desires to serve Krishna is interested in ways to convince people that there is a Supreme Personality of Godhead and that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. That is his ambition. It doesn't matter whether he is in heaven or in hell. This is called Uttama Shloka Lalasa. Text 45. Yagyaya dharma pataye vidhi naipunaya yogaya sankhya prakriti svaraya narayanaya haraye nama ityudaram hasyan mrigatvam apiyaha samudhajahara. Even though in the body of a deer, Maharaj Bharata did not forget the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, when he was giving up the body of a deer, he loudly uttered the following prayer. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is sacrifice personified. He gives the results of ritualistic activity. He is the protector of religious systems, the personification of mystic yoga, the source of all knowledge, the controller of the entire creation, and the supersoul in every living entity. He is beautiful and attractive. I am quitting this body, offering obeisances unto him, and hoping that I may perpetually engage in his transcendental loving service. Uttering this, Maharaj Bharata left his body. Purport. The entire Vedas are meant for the understanding of karma, jnana, and yoga, fruit of activity, speculative knowledge, and mystic yoga. Whatever way of spiritual realization we accept, the ultimate goal is Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The living entities are eternally connected with him via devotional service. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Ante Narayana Smriti, the perfection of life is to remember Narayan at the time of death. Although Bharata Maharaj had to accept the body of a deer, he could remember Narayan at the time of death. Consequently, he took birth as a perfect devotee in a Brahmana family. This confirms the statement of Bhagavad Gita 6.41. Suchinam shriyamatam gehe yoga brishato bijayate. One who falls from the path of self-realization takes birth in a family of brahmanas or wealthy aristocrats. Although Maharaj Bharata appeared in the royal family, he became neglectful and took birth as a deer. Because he was very cautious within his deer body, he took birth in a Brahmana family as Jada Bharata. During this lifetime, he remained perfectly Krishna conscious and preached the gospel of Krishna consciousness directly, beginning with his instructions to Maharaj Rahugana. In this regard, the word yogaya is very significant. The purpose of Ashtanga Yoga, as stated by Madhvacharya, is to link or connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The goal is not to display some material perfections. Text 46. Ya'idham bhagavata sabhajita bharata guna karmano rajarser bharatasyanucharitam svastyayanam ayusyam dhanyam yasasyam svargyapavagriyam vanushrinotyaksyasyati abhinandati cha sarva eva sisha atmana ashaste na kanchana parata iti. Devotees interested in hearing and chanting, Shravanam and Kirtanam, regularly discuss the pure characteristics of Bharata Maharaj and praise his activities. If one submissively hears and chants about the all-auspicious Maharaj Bharata, one's lifespan and material opulences certainly increase. One can become very famous and easily attain promotion to the heavenly planets, or attain liberation by merging into the existence of the Lord. Whatever one desires can be attained simply by hearing, chanting, and glorifying the activities of Maharaj Bharata. In this way, one can fulfill all his material and spiritual desires. One does not have to ask anyone else for these things, for simply by studying the life of Maharaj Bharata, one can attain all desirable things. Purport. The forest of material existence is summarized in this 14th chapter. The word bhavatavi refers to the path of material existence. The merchant is a living entity who comes to the forest of material existence to try to make money for sense gratification. The 6 plunderers are the senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, touch, and mind. The bad leader is the diverted intelligence. Intelligence is meant for Krishna consciousness, but due to material existence, we divert all our intelligence to achieve material facilities. Everything belongs to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but due to our perverted mind and senses, we plunder the property of the Lord and engage in satisfying our senses. The jackals and tigers in the forest are our family members, and the herbs and creepers are our material desires. The mountain cave is our happy home, and the mosquitoes and serpents are our enemies. The rats, beasts, and vultures are different types of thieves who take away our possessions, and the Gandharva Pura is the phantasmagoria of the body and home. The will-o'-the-wisp is our attraction for gold and its color, and the material residence and wealth are the ingredients for our material enjoyment. The whirlwind is our attraction for our wife, and the dust storm is our blinding passion experienced during sex. The demigods control the different directions, and the cricket is the harsh words spoken by our enemy during our absence. The owl is the person who directly insults us, and the impious trees are impious men. The waterless river represents atheists who give us trouble in this world and the next. The meat-eating demons are the government officials, and the pricking thorns are the impediments of material life. The little taste experienced in sex is our desire to enjoy another's wife, and the flies are the guardians of women, like the husband, father-in-law, mother-in-law, and so forth. The creeper itself is a woman in general. The lion is the wheel of time, and the herons, crows, and vultures are so-called demigods, pseudo-swamis, yogis, and incarnations. All of these are too insignificant to give one relief. The swans are the perfect brahmanas, and the monkeys are the extravagant sudras engaged in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. The trees of the monkeys are our households, and the elephant is ultimate death. Thus, all the constituents of material existence are described in this chapter. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 5th Canto, 14th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Material World as the Great Forest of Enjoyment. And thus ends our reading for today. We will continue from chapter 15 on Friday. On Wednesday. Okay. Before we conclude, were there any questions, any comments, anything to share from the assembled devotees? Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Shripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Tirtha Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai.
Jai.
All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees, Sama Bhaktiveda Vrinda Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Navarup Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath
Jai.
Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Pade Subhadra
Jai.
Ki Jai.
Jai.
Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai, Vrindavan
Jai.
Dham Ki Jai, Giri Govardhan, Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai,
Jai.
Ram Kund Radha Kund Ki Jai, Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai.
Jai.
Scientific Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai.
Jai.
Princeton Bhaktivedanta Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya
Jai.
Saraswati Mat Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Sri Jadabharata Ki Jai.
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Haribol.
Jai Śrīmatī Uma Devi Dasi Ki Jai, Śrīmatī Tulsi
Jai.
Maharani Dasi Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai. Kṛṣṇa Das Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Dhanyavad Prabhupada.